Hey folks, it's Robin Clayton here with another episode of Zodi C at the Farm, continuing to work on my glass here today. So today I'm going to be working on this particular piece. It's actually 3 pieces. I've got a very colorful red, green, and gold supporting flower. That's a flower petal. And then I've got this vintage bowl that I'm using as an inner petal, and then I have this, I like to call it tiger's eye, but this is a blown glass orb that I've got here in the center. So this is quite a significant piece. Well, I hope you stay with me because I'm going to give you the tips from A to Z on how to make this beautiful glass flower. All right, see you soon. Hey folks, okay, let's go over a list of items that you're going to need to complete this project. And just remember that I do have it listed in the description box of this video so that there's no need to take notes or anything. It's already readily there with the video. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be working with today is a Ryobi drill with a diamond tipped glass drill bit specifically made to cut glass. Okay, that's very important. We're also going to be using my drill press today, so if you have one, that's wonderful as well. We're also going to need a magic marker to mark your plates. You're going to need a toggle bolt. All right, this is, I believe, 1/8 of an inch. You're also going to need to have a hook for the back of your piece if you're going to be hanging it externally. If you're not going to be hanging externally, no need for a hook. You can just go ahead and display it on a display stand. You're also going to need your dishes for this particular project already cleaned and ready to go. That's always very important to make sure that everything is cleaned off of those dishes so that when you're, as you're working, you continue to wipe down and keep the piece as clean as possible. You're also going to need some washers. I got these from Amazon, but you can get them anywhere at your local hardware store. It's entirely up to you. You're going to need some water when working with the Ryobi drill or the drill press. The Windex that I use to clean, as well as this Goo Gone. So the Goo Gone really helps with stickers and things of that nature, but generally when I get glass, I usually soak them in water, warm water overnight, and I don't have to worry about that. But there are times when if I'm working with a glue gun, I'll get goo somewhere, so the Goo Gone works for me. Okay, all right, so I think that's, one more thing. You're going to need your Phillips head screwdriver in order to tighten up the orb and the remaining parts of the piece. So I think that's pretty much everything. Again, it's listed in the description box below, so let's move on to the cutting portion of this video. Okay, see you soon. Hey folks, okay, we are here at the cutting stage of this particular piece that I'm making. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera down so that I can show you how I do my pre-setup prior to drilling and just how it all flows and works best for me. Okay folks, let me go ahead and show you what I have got set up here. So the first thing that I have put down is just a piece of styrofoam, okay, because if there's any edges on this glass, I want it to try and hit the styrofoam. Okay, so I don't have any chip pieces. Also, I've got these different sizes of pieces of wood that I'm going to use. I'm also using this as a stabilizer, and then I'm just going to carefully place this down. I've already marked the center, which is right here. I'm going to take a little bit of water and place that right there. Okay, and then I've got my drill, and I'm going to turn it at a 45-degree angle. Okay, I'm going to start there until this diamond tip bit starts to grab that glass. All right, so I'm going to work on this very carefully and very slowly. You also want to make sure that your drill bits are relatively new so that you don't have any issues whatsoever with potentially breaking the glass. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, you hold it at a 45-degree angle and just start very slowly. Hey folks, I'm over at my drill press because we are going to be working on cutting the second piece for the very large multicolored bohemian plate. Okay, so stay with me because I am going to show you how I use my Ryobi drill press. All right, so what I'm going to do first is pull this out. This is the secondary plate that I'm going to be using, so I'm going to put my piece of wood in the middle along with my little supporting cardboard piece, and I'm then going to push that right there, and I'm going to proceed to set up just exactly where I need to be. Now just remember that when using a drill press, you just have to make sure that everything is tightened, the chuck is tightened, everything is at the elevation that you need it to be. In this case, I've got plenty here. I don't think I need to elevate. You need to have some water to get into, to help the sediment break up much easier with the water. Okay, and I make sure you wear gloves and you also have protective eyewear. Okay, I hope you're all ready because I'm going to do this. All right, going with my on switch. We're going to go move on to assembly. Hey folks, okay, welcome back. We are now at the assembly stage of this particular project. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera down so that you can see me actually assembling this beautiful flower. Okay, see you soon. Hey folks, okay, here we are at assembly of this beautiful piece. So as usual, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn this piece on its side, just like that. Take my hook that I'm going to be using for this piece, and I'm going to place it right there where the hole is, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and take my toggle bolt. This would be the bolt end, and I'm going to feed it straight through just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to press it straight through just like that, and then carefully turn it over just like this. Okay, my next thing is a washer. Okay, we want to always keep the glass protected. So next piece is this very large green mid-century modern, you know, this is vintage here, and I'm going to go ahead and put another washer there. Okay, so now I've got everything set up like I want it, and the next thing I have to do is go ahead and start the toggle. All right, so just going to carefully start this toggle. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get it started, but once it gets started, just keep flicking it so you can get it down a little bit. That means less having to use a screwdriver. All right, and then I've got this beautiful tiger's eye. That's what I call it because I just think it's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to use this as the centerpiece. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pinch my toggle, pinch the wings, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick the orb, and then I'm going to have to reach from the bottom until that orb goes in. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it caught it. Okay, once you pull an orb, if you are using an orb and it comes up a little bit but it doesn't come out, then that means that the toggle has taken the orb. Okay, so I'm just going to carefully lay this on its side. It's a little bit of a heavy piece, but I got this. All right, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to proceed to tighten. You want to make sure that the orb is centered. So try, make sure that when you're screwing in, you're holding the orb to make sure that it tightens quite well with the rest of the pieces. Let me just check in a minute. Okay, we're getting there. And here I go again. I'm just taking my Phillips head and tightening down the toggle. Hope y'all are having a good week and a good month. I hope everybody's safe and healthy out there. Okay, let's see how that is, if that's tightened enough. Not quite. A little bit more. When you get to this stage, you want to just be really careful so you don't crack any of the pieces. So just take it very slow. Okay. Okay, I think that looks great. Go ahead and turn this over so you can see it. All right. This is a big piece, so I have to squeeze in here to have you see it. But yeah, this came out really, really nice. I love all the different colors. And I love the tiger's eye, like amber orb in the middle. Okay, let's move on to displaying this indoors and then displaying outdoors. Okay, see you soon. Okay, folks, here it is, presented on a stand. This is how you would show this from an interior standpoint. And this would make a great focal point. I mean, just absolutely amazing because it's got so many colors. So let me turn it over here to the back so you can see it. And there it is. Wow, just a tremendous piece. All right, so now I'm going to move on to showing you how to display this externally. It's a pole, it's a metal pole. I've got this rubber chair cover that I put a hole in. So here we go. I've got my beautiful plate, I've got my pole, and I've got my rubber chair cover that I put a hole in on top. And then I'm just going to take the hook on the back of this and go ahead and stick that right down, right on that pole. That looks so amazing, but it is really heavy, I must say, but it is absolutely incredible on the stand. Hi folks, we're at the end of the video here today, and I just want to thank you for joining me. Please hit that like button, the share button, and the subscribe button so that you know when my new videos are coming out. I try to do one a week. So I hope you've enjoyed this particular video and this project. I think it looks absolutely amazing. It'll be a focal point of both indoors or outdoors. It's a very large piece, and I think it's just got a lot of charisma to this particular piece. So again, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below, or you can email me at hurricane4cr@gmail.com. You can also find these pieces for sale on Etsy, and that will be listed in the description box below, as well as my website, which is ZodiCatTheFarm.com. So have a great day, have a great week, and many blessings sent your way, and I'll see you next week here at Zodi C at the Farm. Take care. Bye-bye.